Off the top tonight at 11, decision 2012. 10 states, 419 delegates, and right now Rick Santorum and Mitt Romney have each won 3 of those states. But one of the big Super Tuesday prizes is that state of Ohio. It is too close to call even at this hour. Despite Ohio still being up for grabs, we've already heard from all 4 candidates saying that they won tonight.
There are 3 states now tonight under our belt and counting. We're going to get more before this night is over.
We have won in the West, the Midwest, and the South, and we're ready to win across this country.
With your help, we're going to go on to Tampa and win the nomination.
Are we going to win? Yeah! We always win, right?
Breaking down who's won tonight, Mitt Romney is the projected winner in Virginia, Vermont, and Massachusetts. Rick Santorum is projected to win in Oklahoma, Tennessee, and North Dakota.
Newt Gingrich winning his home state of Georgia. That was a given, but it's a big win because that state had the most delegates to pick up among all the other Super Tuesday states. And Ron Paul, he hasn't won any of the states today, but he's staying in the race nonetheless, picking up delegates along the way. And again, we're still waiting for results out of Alaska and Idaho.
Zeroing in now on what all this means for the race, we're joined by 24-hour News 8 political reporter Rick Alvin right now.
Everybody did win something. Ron Paul has at least 2 second-place finishes, and we don't know about Alaska and Idaho, but let's take a look at the map. We've got, as you take a look across the United States, you can see it's colored out there. For the gold is for Romney, that green is for Gingrich, the blue that you see there is for Rick Santorum. Not a complete surprise. Obviously, you expected Romney in Massachusetts and Vermont. The other states, Oklahoma and Tennessee, there was some question how Romney would do, even how Gingrich would do. Santorum obviously did very well. Let's go right to Ohio because this is the closest race. Right now, Santorum's leading by 22, almost 2,300 votes. This has been close all night, but this is ridiculously close. And NBC is saying that this may not be called. We'll continue to watch it. That still is the big prize. Tennessee was a state where Romney thought he had a chance. He did come in second, but well behind Rick Santorum. Newt Gingrich also trying to pick up some ground in Tennessee. That didn't work out so well. What did work out for Gingrich, however, was in Georgia, his home state. Not just that he won, but he won big, 47%, and he'll take at least half of those delegates, perhaps more, out of Georgia. And finally, in Virginia, I wanted to watch this one closely because this is a head-to-head matchup between Mitt Romney and Ron Paul. And the polling early on and even up to late over the weekend had Romney just blowing this thing away. But you see there, 59-41. Is it possible that since Santorum and Gingrich voters crossed over to vote for Ron Paul since their guys weren't on the ticket? Stranger things have happened, so that could have happened out there today. But so there it is. We still got some things unsettled, and Ohio is still the big question because, again, yes, it's about delegates, but it's about momentum. Ohio could really create momentum because it would appear that either Romney or Santorum will win that, and then one of them would have 4 victories out of 10. That's not a bad night.
And going forward with the states that remain, Rick, does anyone have a clear path to this?
If Romney doesn't win Ohio tonight, and I haven't gone through all the numbers, but it gets more and more difficult. I mean, there's still a lot, and this is a list of all of them. I was just kind of going through them in my head. There are still hundreds of them out there, but you have to win them all in order to start building that up to get to 1144. And at some point, it's going to get more and more difficult if you got 4 people in the race, and no sign anybody's getting out. Right. You got 4 people in the race splitting those votes up, even marginally. You can't get enough stacked up to 1144, you go to Tampa and you don't have enough votes, this becomes the story of a decade.
You better book your room.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's a big difference.
Thank you, Rick. And we're going to